come up and we got everything set here on the laptop, right? So all of our speakers, so we have everybody ready that's going to be giving talks. Who's up first?
Up first, we got Mike Dorman from SendGrid.
Okay. So Mike's going to kick things off, and like I said, it's going to be rapid fire. There'll be just a little bit of pause in between each speaker, but otherwise, give your full attention to each one of these. It's really tough. I've done a lot of talks at DevOps Days, and no pressure, but the Ignites are by far the hardest. Anyway, put your hands together for our Ignite speakers.
Good. Thanks, guys. Hey, glad to be kicking off the Ignites today. I want to talk to you about a responsibility that we all have to help each other get better. None of us can reach our full potential unless we're helping each other to learn and grow. Now, an analogy that I like is that of a boat lifter. That's being a rising tide that lifts up everyone else around you. I think it's a good metaphor for us to think about what we should be doing every day. And I want to show you a couple examples of folks that are living this out. And see at the bottom here where it says mature engineers. It doesn't say senior engineers, it doesn't say principal engineers. This is for everybody at all levels. So I want to just suggest a few disciplines that we can instill in ourselves and others to help each other out. Now, first, realize that you bring an extra set of eyes and a unique perspective to others. Everybody else can learn and be helped by that if you're willing to share it. Your past experiences give you kind of a view into the future that lets you see problems before they happen. And I want you to make sure to call those out. It's so important. It's like clearing the landmines before your team walks across that field. Be on the lookout for patterns of pain. These are the reoccurring things that are always causing trouble and burning a lot of time. Focus yourself and others on dealing with those things first. Otherwise, they'll just keep dragging you down. And to borrow from Agile a little bit, try to focus everything that you do on specific outcomes. That's your finish line, the outcomes. It's what you actually want to have happen. The work that gets you there is not all that important. And constantly be evaluating how you're doing against those outcomes. You can't ever get any better unless you're doing that. Help to build that habit in other people as well. It can be really easy to lose that perspective. A good litmus test for this is to take the outcomes from your team and try to connect them with the higher level goals of the company. You all need to be pulling in the same direction. And that's how your team actually provides value to the organization. If you're having trouble making those connections, you need to be prepared to shift your priorities. And that might even mean abandoning work that's already in progress. Now, it's okay not to finish that stuff. If it's not giving you the value and the outcomes that you want, then there's not really any point in doing it. But that's a problem when you've got to kill somebody's sacred cow. It's pretty painful to have your pet project abandoned. So you need to help people understand that their value comes from their knowledge and their skill set and not the particular project that they work on. A way to do that is to get people thinking about their career goals and how to get there. You can constructively point out areas that they can be working on. It's really important to actually provide real feedback about this. Sometimes we have a tendency to tell people, you are doing such a great job, keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. But that is so not helpful. People need to have real feedback about how to get better. Next, encourage and instill a healthy work-life balance. We all know that person who will stay up all night to fix an outage or to knock out a big project, and these are our heroes, right? But in the long run, those heroes aren't good for anybody. Watch for people that are burned out or aren't as happy as they used to be, and find out why. Encourage them that it's okay to take time to recharge. We need to be actively advocating for this in our industry. Seek to be humble and not attract a lot of attention to yourself. When you're complimented for a job well done, give credit also to all those around you who helped. Very little of what we do is completely on our own. And recognize that there will always be people in front and behind you on your journey, and you need help from both. Lean on the experiences of those who have gone before you and seek to understand the perspective of those who are walking behind. And finally, don't keep these skills to yourself. We all need to be doing these things. We can't do it in a vacuum. Don't just do these things, but teach other people to do them as well. I want you to actively shape the culture of your organization toward helping each other succeed. And follow Swarna's advice that says helping others be successful is your success. So I challenge you to be boat lifters every day. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. It's super fun doing these talks. You can head to x.co/boatlifter for a few more details on this topic, or you can reach me at Mr. Dorm on Twitter. Thanks again so much.
All right, we'll use this one then. All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Up next, we got Matt Blazinski.